This is Jusant. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this is the latest offering from Don't Nod, who is known for their intense narrative-driven adventures and really gripping storytelling setups and scenarios. So this is an action puzzle climbing game, a meditative journey to the top of a tall tower. Challenge yourself at your own pace, explore unique paths, and unravel the secrets from a bygone civilization. So this is an Unreal Engine 5 game, meaning it has all the perks and the fun of the latest technology for UE5. So what are we getting here? It is a 4K resolution, but dynamic resolution scaling, and then it's, upsampled and whatnot at 60 FPS, which I think is the big part of that experience. So this really is sort of a surreal, casual climbing setup where you master your unique climbing tools and options and just enjoy a really engaging, peaceful, calming journey. And then a very atmospheric soundtrack. And there's crabs. Of course, you've got a spunky character who's ready to go and tackle this particular challenge. It's supposed to be a few hours or so long. Well, maybe like several hours long, depending on how fast you move through this one. And then there's like Ballast, a creature that will guide you on this journey to reach the top of the tower. But yeah, I always enjoy the Don't Nod titles. They always have a distinct art aesthetic, unique concept, and differing designs to them. It's kind of a peaceful opening. It's a little rocky around the edges. Alright, off we go. But yes, it does actually look really great, and it does feel on kind of brand with the Don't Nod games, even though it is like a rock climbing type experience. I actually got a buddy I think that would really quite like this, actually, because he's super into rock climbing. Buddy Mitchell might actually really like this one. Huh. Look at that current gen engine technology at play, right? The lighting, everything like that. Gorgeous. Oh, there we go. I was like, why isn't it doing it? I'm like, oh, okay, I have to let go of that stuff. But wow, this does actually look quite fantastic. I really like the style that they're going for here. So wait, you can actually jump along a little bit? Oh. Huh. Neat, eh? Because it's like, normally you would be playing this type of thing. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, normally in video games, especially for like anything where it's like action and you're sort of climbing and moving through spaces, you would be doing something that would be like not on rails, but it'd be very focused. Like, you'd be doing this, but you'd essentially just be like, say, with like Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, you would just be moving her along, right? Uncharted, you would just be like moving Nathan Drake along and stuff like that. So it looks like what they're... Ooh, okay. It looks like the idea here is that it kind of is that concept, and what they're doing is... Maybe I'm just not grabbing it. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm not grabbing it. Yeah, so it's just kind of taking that approach and style and kind of just making it a rock climbing game, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think really after a while you would just get used to the style of like climbing about, and you would kind of just master it. Because I'm still sort of like, my mind is still trying to think about like the best way to kind of maneuver. Because you don't want to, you know, rock climbing is... I don't know how to describe rock climbing. It's not something I really do because I have terrifying, like, I don't do heights. And, like, I've tried it before. Because, you know, I try different things. But, like, you know, it's kind of a skill-based thing of, like, strategy and puzzle solving, right? When you're climbing up something, you are making choices in how you maneuver through an area. You are trying to strategically, you know, get to that next place, and you have to be like, okay, I gotta balance my stamina. I gotta balance my movement. I've got to balance how I move through this environment. Like, what risks do I take? Do I jump this way? Do I move this way? You know, am I going to be too tired if I try to approach this area from this place? Like, rock climbing is, like, kind of puzzle solving on the fly, if that makes sense. And I think that's what this game is trying to emulate, is that idea of, like, you know, you have to strategically move your character through this, but they give you options in how you actually go about it. Because you can rest, and you can kind of poke your little plate thing into the wall. There we go, there's some lore stuff we've been looking for. Bang. Nah, I love how there's, like, how do even crabs get up here, to be honest? Like, it's really, really quite intriguing. I see, then you can kind of, like, swing. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it literally is. It's just kind of, like, taking that concept of, like, other games where you would be essentially doing this stuff automatically, and it's allowing you to kind of, like, free roam it almost. Very, very cool. But yeah, in real life, I would be way too terrified to do anything like this. We can't open that door? I want to go beyond. Yeah, I'd be like up here, I'd be like, nah, that's not my thing. I'd be like, I cannot handle this. What is this, a seashell? Can you hear the sounds of the ocean? Oh. Lovely. Well, that was peaceful. And then it fades to dust, like most things in life. Kind of surprised your character needs to use a plug-in for a staircase, but I guess safety first, am I right? I guess the other question would be, what exactly is, like, our character's sort of goal here? Does that make sense? Like, why? I guess that's the mystery. It's like, why is our character here? Do you think it's like something where it's sort of along the lines of, like, you know, searching for a lost culture? Your lost culture? Maybe someone, you know, someone you know is lost culture or something. Oop. Trying to think of, like, there we go. Because I think there are, yeah, there's like pegs over there. It's even carved in the wall, just like you would do in other games like this, right? Yeah, I am genuinely fascinated by this experience. It is really, really quite neat looking. And then we could go down there. There's a stair? Well, why? Or a ladder. There's a stair? No, it's a ladder. Yeah, why didn't they like stairs in this society? Yeah, a few hours of doing this, you'd be in like the groove for sure on movement. Oh, what a dynamic angle. Wait, you could just double jump? That actually would save a ton of time. Ah! Oh, that's lovely with the birds. That was not a good idea. Gotta build up some momentum, eh? Yeah, it's like Tomb Raider if you actually had to put in an effort. Which is a good idea for a game, honestly. I mean, I don't think I'd necessarily love to spend all my time doing this in a Tomb Raider game, but like... It actually makes like a lot of sense. Somebody was probably like literally playing Tomb Raider and they're like... Huh, this would be really interesting. You really gotta watch out for that stamina, though. I bet as this stuff gets a lot more, like, intensive, you're gonna have to really actually sit there and regain stamina. Look at that sense of scale. And it does feel like there's a bit of freedom. I've seen multiple areas where I could have went left or right in regards to wherever I wanted to end up. Question is, what is necessary? What isn't? This really is visually quite gorgeous. Got all the birds moving away. Sense of scale is fantastic. This is very neat. I'm more intrigued by who has boats up on the side of the mountain. Was there, like, an ocean here at some point that all's been swept away, or did they just literally build upwards? Because there's nothing else quite like this off into the terrain. It looks like there's buildings down there to some degree, right? Where are those boats? Oh, those definitely look like boats, right? So this was probably a great ocean. And this must have been like some coastal type cities, but even the anchoring and the different sizes of this doesn't really make sense either. Unless there was a great coastal thing and they just kept building up. Really good sense of wonder, because it was definitely like, it looks like there's bunches of boats down there, so it looks like this was an, yeah, that's definitely, those are boats straight up. So there was lots of water and the ocean all like, I guess, went away. Really, really good sense of mystery though. Always impressed by the cool stuff that Don't Nod puts together. Yeah, and they're talking about different tides and stuff like that. Very, very cool. Our character must somewhat belong to the culture, obviously, being able to read everything, right? Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure how we would actually get to that next point. I might not have the, oh, well, Yeah, this would actually be a really neat concept for, like, a VR type thing. What are you doing? You're supposed to climb up on the wood. I think we actually gotta maybe go. Whoop. This is so sketchy. So sketchy. Okay. Well, we're all good. Because I guess we could just, like, go up, right? Yeah, I would absolutely be terrified of doing this in real life. I'm glad that this sort of thing exists in a video game format, though. Because I would just be like, I mean, if I had to, if I absolutely had to, I could do something. Like, I could do anything I need to in real life. I'm just not gonna like it. If that makes any sense. Uh, Ziplining, yeah, ziplining is a terrifying thing for me, too. Oh. Hmm. I'm just like, can we get enough momentum to actually grab? Yeah, okay. Very, very cool. And it's all like, everything in the environment is mechanical to stuff too. Aww.